Welcome back. Those of you following or reporting on the changing face of reggae would remember our recent piece on Soldier, the US's #1 reggae act.
I can't get far from it.
And the genre's leading man in Portugal, right here on stage.
Please love me as I do.
A few weeks ago, our series continued at Summer Jam in Germany, one of the world's biggest reggae festivals that was headlined by Snoop Dogg, aka Snoop Lion, Patrice, and Gentleman. Not a single Jamaican getting headline billing. The closer we look at the state of the music internationally, the more convinced we become that the face of reggae has changed from a Jamaican to a more multi-ethnic, multicultural one.
So many challenges that put you to the test. Shining days of the prize, you have no time to rest.
Our series continues from a very different perspective this week. That of a Jamaican artist who is actually benefiting from the changing face of the music through collaborations and appearances with three of the biggest names in reggae from Europe. Richie Campbell of Portugal, Albarossi of Italy, and Gentleman of Germany. The Jamaican we're talking about is no other than Richie Stephens, who joins us after a very successful tour of Europe, where he appeared with all these artists on some of the biggest festivals in Europe. Not just reggae festivals, period. And comes right now, right here on stage with videos and footage to show. Richie Stephens.
Yes, Winford.
Blessed love, sir. Welcome back home.
Yeah, man. Enough respect. Glad to be back home. You know it already.
All right. Well, sum up the tour for us. Where did it take you?
Well, the tour was 7 weeks. And we've been almost in several European countries. You know, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Portugal. We've been to Poland, Norway. Just to name a few, you know.
And some of these festivals were rock festivals?
Yes. And multicultural festival, meaning you have different genres, you have hip-hop and so. So we kind of did a lot of shows with Snoop Lion and so headlining as well. And, you know, it was an awesome tour, Virgin. It was one of them tours that you couldn't ask for better.
Was it promoting this real reggae music album, or were you just booked to appear in Europe?
All right. Let me tell you, it was kind of different this time. I've done several shows on my own, such as Summer Jam that I saw you there, and Poland and so on. And then I joined the tour with Gentleman as well.
Okay.
But I was promoting real reggae music, and he was promoting his new album, which is New Day Dawn.
Okay.
So,
it's a combination.
Yeah, it's a combination of both. And you know, Gentleman and I, we had Live Your Life album, which is still fairly new. So we get a chance to promote some songs from that as well. So it was a whole tour about promoting songs.
So which song are leading right now on the real reggae music album? It's been out for how long now, Richie?
About a month now.
All right. Which one leading in Europe? Which song?
Well, there's a song on it called Real Reggae Music with myself and Daddy Rai, which is doing very, very well.
In Europe?
Yes. But the song that we would say mash up the tour now is No Woman No Cry, which is a cover on the album.
Okay.
Yes.
No Woman No Cry.
No Woman No Cry. And boy, it's just amazing, I guess, people will see when they play it.
So it's one of the Gong's classics.
Yes,
classic.
that we managed to cover by accident.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, it wasn't a planned thing to cover it. It was a promoter from out of Europe. And a producer, and he brought the rhythm to Danny Brownie and said, love to have me sing a song on it. So when I listened to it, it wasn't the same progression of the No Man No Cry. The rhythm wasn't built for it or nothing. But when I listen to the rhythm, it's just that I hear in my head.
No Man No Cry?
Yes, so I go in the voice room and lay down the track, and both the producer and Danny Brownie say, boy, Richie, that sound away, you know. We are going to use that, you know. So, you know, that's just the power of music. That is just how the creative process works sometimes.
And you have proof right now that it's good, it's doing well in Europe.
Yeah, man, it's going away.
Let's look at it. Let's look at it.
All right.
No, let me say now to Richie Stephens. When I say Richie, you say Steve. Richie.
Everybody, you gonna do that one more time. Hush, my little darling, don't cry no. Everybody, one time, come on. You gonna do that one more time. No woman, no cry. So much jam. Do that just one more time. Hush, my little darling, don't cry no tears. No woman, woman, no cry. Lord, no woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. I tell you this, hush, my little sister, don't cry no tears. cry. No woman no cry. I tell you this, hush my little darling, don't cry no tears. No woman no cry.
Right. No Woman No Cry, the Bob Marley classic done over by Richie Stephens. And we were actually looking at live footage from Europe as the man goes around Europe performing this classic song. So Richie, so this is it's transforming your life. This collaboration with gentlemen and with Richie Campbell and Albert Rossi, your life has changed?
Well, to be honest with you, Winford, everybody know by now that I'm a very dedicated man when it comes to music. Been in the game for a long time. But one thing for sure, I'm always working very hard at it. As we say, we never stop. You understand me? So, yes, you're right when you say it's transformed. I mean, I'm been exposed now to some markets that some of them I've never been into before. And I've been given an opportunity. I'm really doing my best to make sure that we don't waste it, you know. And you've seen some of the things that's happening. And there's a lot more than this. But, you know, we just kind of put everything in this video to kind of show a part of what took place. But there are some other wonderful things that happened. Gentleman is such a great youth, a great human being that I just want to take the time to big him up and to say thanks to him, to share his spotlight and his stage like that, because you know this business that we're in, it's a difficult business sometimes for some to do things like that, because some people feel threatened, some people feel like, you know, they're not gonna let someone in their space, but
I'm gonna ask you to hold it there, Richie. I'm gonna take a break right here, because when we come back, we want to talk a little bit about that, a little more about how you're benefiting from the music, from this association, from these collaboration with these artists, these European artists. And we want to also take a closer look at the changing face of reggae and from your perspective, because you've been exposed to all of it in Europe. You've seen the responses from the audiences to the Germans, Patrice and Gentlemen. You've also seen Richie Campbell at home in Portugal and others. So I want you to give us your own take on that when we come back. Right here on stage, Richie Stephens, our guest.
You gotta do that one more time. No woman no cry. So much jam. Do that just one more time. Hush my little dog.
Welcome back. Richie Stephens is our guest, and we're talking the changing face of reggae. And we're also dropping new videos and new footage from Europe, where Richie Stephens is coming from a very successful tour, and showing the impact of the music by European reggae artists, the kind of impact they're having on their own home countries, Portugal, Richie Campbell, Gentlemen in Germany, and people like Patrice, Richie. And you were alluding to the concerns being expressed by some Jamaicans, I assume, about the takeover of the music, the takeover of reggae by foreigners.
Yes. Well, first of all, reggae, you and I know reggae has always been the music with a big global appeal. But nowadays, the music has gone to the global stage where you have different artists, even artists who already established as superstars, now getting involved in reggae. People like Snoop Lion, Eddie Murphy, who is a big-time actor, and all these things. But reggae, to me now, is the new music that the world is really embracing. And one of the sad things is the only people that don't seem to understand what is going on with reggae is Jamaican. And the reason why I say that is, you've been in several places interviewing people, and you see where people are really gravitating to the music in a way like never before. The music is getting bigger, And we just need to understand that this is our music. Nobody can thief reggae from we, because Jamaican people is reggae. We are reggae. You understand? But what we're not doing is paying enough attention to the great music that we have as reggae. And when I say reggae, let me not leave out dancehall, because some people tell you that dancehall dead. That's a lie. Dancehall is doing well as well. People like Popcorn, Busy Signal, and them youth there, or the Conscience, and so we're doing well. What is really happening, Winford, is that some people are not really taking us as Jamaicans that seriously again when it comes to reggae, because they're talking about the lyrical content in some of the songs that's coming out, some of the type of artists that we're pushing, that really taking up the global, not the global space, but the musical space, as far as our Jamaican music is concerned. People can't understand some of them things there. So I've been asked questions many, many times, why so and why so? And I'm not here to justify things, but I just can safely say that we need to get back to the drawing board and understand that our music, reggae music, is a big music. The only way people can take it from us is if we allow them to. You understand me?
But so do I hear you saying that the lyrical content and some of what we're putting out is really not in keeping with what reggae, how reggae is positioned in the world, the way what people want to hear on reggae rhythms?
Listen to this, Winford.
Yes.
Now reggae is this global music. Has always been with this global appeal. It's on the global stage, and we have not just people from Germany or so, people from all over the world now getting into the genre. And it is so ridiculous to hear people talk about people thieving the music, because I ask one question all the time. So is it okay for these people to buy concert tickets and fill up the concert halls and all these things, but they're not allowed to be artists? Nobody can answer
Well, any
the question.
music that is global, it is nonsensical to
Fine.
think that a music is global and people won't perform and produce it.
So you're saying,
it's
saying that
automatic.
we should just dismiss that then?
Let's dismiss that
All
argument.
right,
I don't
all right.
think it's something that is worth talking about.
Let me
because
explain
there's-
something to you
There's
now.
no way you can contain and tell people, don't perform it, only consume it. That's not going to happen. What I'm concerned about, though, is where is Jamaica in the mix? Because we went to Germany and we saw Snoop Lion, who is a newcomer to reggae, headlining. We saw Patrice, a German, Afro-German, headlining. We saw Gentleman, homeboy from Cologne, headlining. The question is, why is it that we don't have Jamaicans who are equally competent, equally in demand in some of these markets to headline?
Well, that's a very serious question, and that's a question that we really need to talk about. We need to talk about the different things. One thing I can tell you is that lots of the artists that you just mentioned, they are from these territories.
Yes.
We're living in an economy now that is not so friendly. Promoters have to think about what they're doing before they do it.
There's the economics of it.
Yes, but that is a big,
factor?
that's a big part of why things change, Because remember now that we as Jamaican artists, and we say we because we're not living out, we are not the easiest people to deal with.
Yes.
Some people still hold on the price that they used to collect a couple of years ago and just not let go because they just feel like
The
this
global
is to
recession
change all that. So there are things that we need to look. We need to think about. Hold on, Winford. We need to think about how promoters will make back their money. Little things like that.
All right, here is something that I picked up in my research and the many places and the people I'm talking to. We did Soja, and he's saying the same thing. The music, the message, reggae is known. The world embraced reggae. From their perspective in the US, Virginia, they embraced reggae because of the message that reggae speaks to social justice, to one love, to equal rights for human beings, for the environment. The same message is coming from gentlemen in Germany. Why they became infected with the reggae fever or whatever. We're also getting, we just spoke to Miguel at Sumfest, and the first thing he's saying is, listen to this clip from Miguel. Here's a clip from Miguel speaking about reggae.
I mean, I think reggae music has always been a very worldly music, appreciated from every walk of life, every corner of the earth. I think it's been embraced more so because of the message that, real deep and original reggae music was always conveying, this idea of love and peace and unity. That's always been kind of inherent of from the artist and the message behind, you know, the artists that we think of most. You know, you think of the Wailers, or you think of Peter Tosh, you think of, you know, Bob Marley, of course. So I think it's always been embraced by the world, and it's cool to watch it become even more and more popular as we progress. I mean, it's amazing.
He's talking about the same thing, the message. It therefore means, in my view, that if you don't have message, a proper message about love, about one love, any love, romantic love and so on, your music, if your music is going to be about violence and confrontational, the world will not understand it to be reggae. Reggae is well positioned and has reached where it has reached from messages of love and social justice. And it seems to me that what everybody is saying is that is what they know reggae to be.
But this is what I'm saying to you, Winford. Reggae music, let's not forget, reggae music is to the world the voice of the voiceless. It is that powerful social commentary music that talks about love in different aspects. Now, I am saying to you that the questions that have been asked all over the world is that what happened to Jamaican reggae music? Why are we hearing certain things coming from Jamaica? This is not the Jamaica we know, this is not the music we know, and so I am saying we really need to listen to these voices and understand why is it, because one thing you have to do, let me tell you something. You see, the non-Jamaican artists, one credit you're gonna have to give them, they are making some solid reggae music, you know.
Yes.
You understand? When you listen to people like Albert Rosie and listen to his album, you cannot deny the fact that his album is solid, his lyrical content solid, and the man will not change that. People like Gentleman, and why those artists are unstoppable, is that them never stop yet. Them man, they take professionalism to a different level, not because them white, because listen to this, there are lots of other white artists in Germany, in France, all about that can't bust, and probably will never bust. Who am I to judge them? But I'm just saying, the ones that are leading, just check them out. They are very good reggae artists. Okay. You understand? And
cannot
that is
discount
something
their
that
talent
and
their commitment and the hard work they're putting in. But you've done a job where you did a collaboration with Richie Campbell.
Yes.
Okay, from Portugal, and it's a Jamaican classic, a song I love dearly. I don't remember where in my youth I picked it up and became attached to it, but I loved it. It's a song that grabbed me first. Really get me on your album, Richie. So, you know, there's a video for it now.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to present that video to all my viewers everywhere. Check this one out from Richie Stevens, working out with Richie Campbell from Portugal. Here it is.
Real universal love.
Indeed. Where was he shot? In
Portugal, yeah.
In Portugal?
In Portugal. The whole concept is that from Richie Campbell meeting at the airport is just a tour around Portugal to show me the different vibration and so. So that was the whole concept.
Okay. And there's another video with
Albert Rosie and Gentleman.
Three you collaborating in one.
Yeah. Albert Rosie is a very serious man with the music, you know. The man that go back to the original stage of the music from the old time echo chamber and presenting and helping to preserve that authentic sound. So you have to rate something like that. You understand me?
All right. So Richie, all in all, how would you sum up your benefits from all of this?
Well, I kind of look at it like this. You see, gentleman, for argument's sake, you know the story about when I met him a couple of years ago and he was looking for a break and we managed to help him to open the door. As you tell people, say, I mean, open the door, but help him, you know? And it just come back full circle where a thing happened the other day and, you know, him saw it necessary to come back in and to give me some strength. And, you know, we never planned for that, but it just happened from there and we started work. And it started work, you know, it really started work out. People love the songs that we're doing, the combinations. When we touch the stage anywhere in the world, you know, Warrior, Live Your Life, I Found Heaven, all them songs that now big songs that people really love. I mean, when we draw that, that's why I said to you, No Man Cry is just one part of it. There are several other solid things that happen on the tour. And so all in all, it's working for me very well. And
So
I give thanks.
in the space of about a year, you have gained hundreds of thousands of new fans in Europe.
Exactly.
Isn't that the
Yes.
sum total of it?
Yes. Because what's still doing a Winford? Europe is such a diverse place. It's a place where, first of all, they really appreciate real performance and real singing and all these things. You know, and I really love that. And then, Gentleman and his crew also, they give me a lot of support. Because for argument's sake, you see me do a little split in the video. It's something that I do once in a while. But when Gentleman and his crew saw it on a video on YouTube and just start saying, well, split. And they start doing it and everybody love it and them just cheer on. You know, so that type of vibe and that kind of spirit is something that really pushed me into doing more. And I really appreciate that, you know, really, really and truly appreciate that.
I appreciate you coming through, Richie, and sharing with us your experience in Europe and the big things that are happening for your career.
Enough respect,
You will
man.
inspire others to walk in your footstep.
Every time. And we're just asking people to just, you know, check out my Facebook, Richie Stevens fans. You
Yes.
know, and thing. And you
So
don't know.
wake up Jamaican reggae artists, dancehall artists, and take your place on the front line of international reggae. That's my challenge to you. And leaving you right now, Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, leaving you right now with another one from Richie Stevens.
This has got to be
Richie Stevens.
fulfillment of prophecy.
I'm a Rose and gentleman.
Some will do anything for